Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today we are going to be getting rid of a few older cards. Let me show you. So the reason why is because we are in the middle of the Flash Ring Domination and I have far too many picks and need to get rid of some stuff. So these are the ones we're getting rid of. Let's just go to Unlocked actually and we will show you what all those cards are. So we've got the Rhea Ripley, the Royal Rumble one with the lightning, because we've got a Cody as well, and they're the exact same card, just with a different image, and I felt like I didn't need both of them. This Maurice, I can happily live with that, I didn't really need it. It's just the Valentine's Day Maurice, and Maurice is not that particularly special to me. If I ever want to see it, I can always just look at the catalogue and get it that way. This is a Fusion Ronin Butch. This is a Fusion LA Knight. Fusion WrestleMania R-Truth, Fusion Road to WrestleMania Booker T, and I also had this Survivor Series Seth Rollins, which isn't really doing much for me, so I figured I could get rid of it. We're currently at 437 of 450. There's a lot of the legacy cards that I keep that a lot of people don't have, so that is why we are so high up. And we're just going to get rid of some of these. And we can safely get rid of two there. There we go. And I'm only keeping this Otis just in case I get a pro, because other than that, I'm not so bothered about it. There, it doesn't even get up to level 105. Well, maybe it did. That was weird. Yeah, level 104. Like, oh, I see. It's because I've got it in Performance Center because I had nothing better. There we are. Okay, done. I don't really want to, for any of you guys, do anything else. There's nothing here I really want to train up, so I'm just going to leave it. Okay, well now we have 430, 450, which means we now have 20 spaces, which is a little bit better. And let's jump into Ring Domination, and I will show you why I had to do that. So of course we are on the event card itself, which is LA Knight. Yeah! And this is not a great hand, to say the least. Let's do this. Don't think it is entirely possible for us to get a perfect, but we can do well enough. Tap, 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 tap. And that should guarantee the win. It is also 7 in the morning here in Scotland. It's currently raining outside, as per usual. And here you go, you can see we have 65 picks remaining. So let's get rid of some of these and see if we can't unlock a little bit more of LA Knight. So this is why I need 20 spaces, because see, especially these ones that give you 4 cards, it's the worst. There we go, finally. Oh, 2 in a row. I'm trying to stick to the line because there's an internet rumour, a theory. Nope, okay, that is us. We got the maximum number. There's an internet theory that if you could pull one shard, then the next one will either be in a line up and down or left to right of it. And I don't think it's correct in the slightest, but we're trying it. So we've got ourselves the Channing Stacks Lorenzo. We've got ourselves the Dude Love, which is the Myth card. We are now on the LA Knight. I'll show you what my deck looks like. My deck is just on the edge of Myth here to give me the weakest opponents. As you can see here, this one is WrestleMania 39, and that is exactly what I'm doing. So let's just play a few games while we're on camera. And I'll show you how it is that I play Ring Domination. So, okay, what are our real cards? So these two are not real cards. So we have a left arrow, a right arrow, and 2 up arrows. So that means that whatever it is we're putting in is going to be in the top row, because there's no reason to put it in the bottom row. Now, we're not going to use both of these cards, so we only need to use one. So I'm just going to throw one up here. And the reason I'm putting it in the top right is because I want to train up the Matt Riddle, the special edition Matt Riddle. And my Undertaker's already at max level. He already has his 100 games. So that gets Matt Riddle a match as well. And then we have 2 up arrows. We're going to put one here. And then the computer will probably be very annoying and put a card here. As said, which means we can now no longer win all 9. Not that we particularly need a perfect game at the moment, because we have so many picks that we need to get through. So by winning that game, we are back on 64 picks, which is ridiculous. It's like every time. Also, like, Catdaddy, if you watch this, make some way for us to actually just be able to go onto the screen without having to win a match of Ring Domination. In the same way that we can go into the draft board, there should be something where you can just go into this and just use your picks. And that would sort a tremendous amount of problems. Or, don't just hard kick people out of the game when they reach their maximum limit. Let them continue to go over it and then say, hey, you have to dust, this amount of cards. It's like if you continue opening pools, then you'll have to dust so many cards. Do you want to continue? And it's like, yes, because I do not care about any of these. I'm just literally going to dust them. I'm not even going to look at them, because they mean so little and nothing to me. And then when I go in here again, I'm going to win another match, and then it's going to be up for like 64 picks again. So we have 2 cards that are useless to us. We have 2 left arrows, and we have an up and we have a down arrow. So our up and down arrow doesn't matter, so let's go for that one. Then we're going to have Dominic attack, because he is another one that I'm trying to train up. And if anything beats Dom, then I'll have Undertaker hopefully attack it, or Dragon Lee. But nope, nothing there, so we have to use our left arrow. And also with that second left arrow being in there, we can no longer get the full amount, because we don't have another left arrow to go here. So it doesn't matter what we do here. We have already guaranteed victory. There we go. And we're at 63 this time. Going to try keeping on this line here, see if that actually works, although I am fairly sure it does not. See, so the big rumour on the internet is if you get one here, then... So we got this shard here, so it should have been anywhere on this line, or anywhere on this line, or it can be any of the ones surrounding it, and it's not, it's pure lies. Okay, there we go. We're getting somewhere. 7 shards found. 8 shards found. There we are, 452 of 450. And we got ourselves 3 reward coupons as well, which is very, very nice. 2 more games to play until we need to wait for new bouts. And then at that point, I'm going to stop the video, but we'll play the rest of the games. So we have 2 left arrows, 1 right and 1 up. So even though we're trying to level up the riddle, it makes more sense for us to go left arrow because we have more left arrows than we do have up arrows, or right arrows even, sorry. A large part of Ring Domination is just where you make your starting point. That's what it comes down to. Okay, well, because the computer is attacking its own cards, that puts us in a relatively good position to potentially win all 9 here. Good. So, if Reigns can win this one... Okay, so now I have to take a gamble. So whatever I put here or here, I have to gamble on whether the opponent is going to put it on the left or right side. So I am going to go Matt Riddle here, and I'm going to presume that the opponent's going to put a card here so that Undertaker can attack to the left. Perfect. And that gives us a perfect game. And that brings us up to 62 shards, or 62 picks even. Really the problem comes from, see when you pull the shards that have 4 cards in them. Now that one was okay because it's just 4 enhancements, or not equipment, supports. 4 sports, 4 sports is fine, but when it's 4 like regular wrestlers, yeah, like that, then that is what fills up your meter, which is atrocious. It's absolutely terrible, Catdaddy. And it really is like an issue that really needs to be looked at, and really has needed to be looked at for the past decade. Oh my goodness. There's so many things that would be so easy to fix that Catdaddy is so in refusal to do so. Okay, so we have a fairly strong deck this time. I'm going to put Carmelo Hayes up here. Okay, so let's use a left arrow. See what the computer wants to do against that. Down arrow makes most sense here. Okay, that is good. Right, well, I can't use the left and right arrow anymore, so we're going to have to do this and hope the opponent puts card here. Oh, well, that might work in my favour. And then regardless of what I do, we've already got our 9 squares. Perfect. And we're once again up at 64 picks because of those 4 characters that showed up, the 4 wrestlers. Oh. Or see if there was even an option to just auto dust when a card is pulled. You know, like anything below like a certain tier just automatically gets dusted. That would also be completely perfectly fine. Because instead we're in situations like this, where I just always have 60 shards. And even if there's some way to just go back into there in the same way that you can just go into draft board, you know, like if there was any method of that, that would be completely fine. But there's not. Instead, you have to actually wait until you get your bout. There's no way to edit in and, you know, just pick shards or whatever. It is terrible. There's like 6 different ways that it can be fixed, and Catdaddy just ignores all of them, which is absolutely horrible. But that's going to be it for this video, folks. I really hope you all enjoyed. If you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these videos go up. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.